recording and starting you on. I just reconnected again to see if it starts working. Alright, I'm gonna start recording. Alright, I'm on offense right now. And I stopped. Recording number 2.
Good afternoon and welcome to this ball game between the Southwest Dragons and the CC Winn Mavericks. We're going to get started this afternoon by recognizing our senior band and color guard members with their parents. We'll get started with our band. Leading off will be section leader Terenel Elizondo, escorted by Dad Joseph Trujillo.
Now it has the iPad as an X. I think you see that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. We're still not receiving anything, Coach. I'm already on record play 6.
Next up, we have band member Antonio Guillen, being escorted by Mom Rosa I. Fuentes, sisters Rosa Guillen and Andrea Guillen, and brother Leonardo Guillen.
Where you at right now, Coach? Oh, got you. Oh, so you're laying down right now.
Next, we have section leader Lily A. Leja, being escorted by Mom Lourdes Leja, Dad Jose Leja, sister Leslie Leja, and goddaughter Kaylee Anai.
So maybe you think it's not reaching that far? Right here. Oh no, vamos a María. Ya está abajo.
Next, we have section leader Denise Zapata, being escorted by Mom Maria Elena Portales.
Okay.
Next is drum major Joshua Chavarria, being escorted by Mom Claudia Chavarria and Dad Jesus Chavarria.
What is that working? What's not working?
Next up is band member Mariana Flores, being escorted by Mom Rosa Flores and Dad Mariano Flores.
You have to pay the internet bill. Exactly.
Next is section leader Mariana Ramos, being escorted by Mom Alejandra Ramos and Dad Gabriel Ramos. Rodriguez. Being escorted by Dad Juan Rodriguez, Mom Mayra Rodriguez, and Sister Avery Rodriguez. Next we have band member Victor Gaitan, and escorted by Mom Diana Leal and Sister Sofia Leal.
I can look this up here. Nah, I don't think this is gonna be us last. Because that was a hike. I don't want to do it. I get you. I think so. I mean, I saw the cones and I was like, yeah. Whoop. I get you.
Next is section leader Melanie Gonzalez, being escorted by Mom Monica Gonzalez and Dad Eduardo Gonzalez. Next we have band member Ramiro Limon, being escorted by Mom Diana Garza. Next we have section leader Itzel Villarreal, being escorted by brother Misael Villarreal and Mom Brenda Villarreal. Next up is section leader Riley R. Garza, and escorted by Mom Janice Garza, Grandma Sylvia Moreno, and Grandpa Pedro Moreno. Next, section leader Juan Garcia, and escorted by Mom Elizabeth Garcia. Next is band member Ruben Anthony Garcia, and escorted by Mom Romy Garcia. And nephew Blake Garcia. Next is band member Jonathan B. Lopez, being escorted by Mom Patricia Rodriguez and Dad Raul Lopez. Next is section leader Adam Avila, being escorted by Mom Ramona Hurtado. Next up is a band member Eliasar Cuevas III, being escorted by Dad Eleazar Cuevas Jr. and mom, Angela Cuevas. Next up is band member Javier Gonzalez, being escorted by dad, Javier Gonzalez, and mom, Clementina Segura. Next up is Christopher Lopez, being escorted by aunts Valeria Garcia and Viviana Garcia, and sister Kaylee Lopez. Next is section leader Esteban Ontiveros, being escorted by mom Lourdes Ontiveros and dad Daniel Ontiveros. Next up, we have section leader Grecia Carcamo, being escorted by mom Elizabeth Garza and brother Gerardo Gonzalez. Up next, we have band member Emilio Elizondo, being escorted by mom Elizabeth Elizondo and brother Marcos Elizondo. Next is band member Edison Garcia, being escorted by mom Martha Rojas and dad Edison Garcia. Next, we have drum major Jeremiah J. Jimenez, being escorted by dad Juan Jimenez Jr. and mom Ruth Jimenez.
Do you have the password? Yeah, it should go to Es que le puse yo forget the device. Porque le dijo que forget the device and
Next is head drum major Dalia E. Lopez, being escorted by mom Cynthia Lopez and dad Jesus Lopez. Next Maverick is section leader Angel E. Olivares, being escorted by mom Yuri Olivares and dad Leonel Olivares. Our final band member is Diego Villa, being escorted by Dad Sergio Villa, Mom Norma Villa, and sisters Paola Villa and Isabella Villa. Now we'll move on to our senior color guard. Leading us off will be Captain Jacob Palomo, being escorted by Mom Celeste Palomo and Dad Johnny Palomo. Next is co-captain Samantha Rios, being escorted by Mom Guadalupe Rios and brother Javier Rios. Next is Anika Alcocer, escorted by Mom Araceli Rodriguez, stepdad Jaime Ortiz, grandma Marta Rodriguez, grandpa Noel Rodriguez, and aunt Noelia Rodriguez.
Did you get it to work? Yeah. I finished all I just tell them that good dress is 80. Okay.
Next is Erica Alejandro, being escorted by Mom Sonia Castillo, Dad Arturo Alejandro, and sister Evelyn Alejandro. Next up is Giselle Juarez, being escorted by Mom Paula Juarez, Dad Marcos Juarez Jr., brother Romeo, and sisters Genesis, Selena, and Shirley.
That's my running back. 7th grade, my best point downstairs. Dave, that's the 7th grade kid right there. So you all were the ones who won, right? 7th grade? Yeah, we won. Congratulations. Yeah, it was 38-8. They scored. We put the white slipper. I knew both of you were
Next is Brianna Sanchez,
No,
being
I lost
escorted by
it.
Mom Magali Medina, Grandma Leticia Ramos, Grandpa Juan Ramos, and sister Alexia Sanchez.
6-0, I think. Because I heard in the announcements, hey, congratulations, you made me undefeated. So, yeah. So the next period, I'm congratulating the 8th graders. And he goes, what? Yeah. Well, I heard, undefeated,
And finally, we have Emily Valladares, being escorted by Mom Griselda Valladares, Dad Telesforo Villarreal, Grandma Leticia Valladares, sister Sail Villarreal, and brother Eli Villarreal.
That's the game that I didn't have any of my starters. I didn't have him, I didn't have the quarterback, I didn't have my star Rhino, which is tight end. I didn't have my slot receiver, the speed guy. So, and a lot of those, they play both ways. They play defense.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and parents, and give yourselves a big round of applause. A lot of early morning and late nights with these kids.
wish everyone participating in this evening's game the best of luck and safe travels this season. Go Eagles and go Mavericks!
Good evening. I'm Giselle Rivera, and welcome to the Closed Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium for this CC1 High School football game. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. We ask that as a spectator, consider the time and effort of each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. Cheer these young athletes, applaud them, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the value of athletics. By your conduct, allow these young people to feel pride in their communities and sports. While your sportsmanlike actions may play only a small part in the outcome of this game, it will play a greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation for the students who will be taking part indirectly in tonight's game. The dance team, the bands, the cheerleaders, and the students who have supported the teams at home and away. These young people play an integral part in their team's success. The officials for this game have been mutually agreed upon by school officials for both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. This means that you as a fan should not criticize the players on either team, should not boo the officials, should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds since it is a violation of state law, should be courteous to the visiting fans, should cheer for your team, and should show respect to injured players on both teams. Good luck to all participating tonight, and go Mavericks!
Superstar. Junior, Jacob Jimenez. Number 3, Junior, Bobby Cabrera. Number 4, Senior, Jonathan Salayanga. Number 6, Senior, Miguel Villegas. Number 7, Sophomore, Juan Cruz. Number 8, Sophomore, Evan Tsugaki. Number 10, Senior, Daniel Rodriguez. Number 11, Sophomore, Jaime Rojas. Number 12, Senior, Luis Leos. Number 13, Sophomore, Ian Herrera Veraceli. Number 15, Senior, Jesus Rodriguez. Number 17, Junior, Julian Perez. Number 21, Junior, Lavin Chavez. Number 22, Junior, Axel Picasso. Number 23, Senior, Dante Perales. Number 24, Junior, Edward Gustavo. Number 28, Senior, Sergio Prieto. Number 30, Junior, Sebastian Cortez. Number 31, Sophomore, Adam Montoya. Number 32, Senior, Trayvon Hopkins. Number 33, Sophomore, Brian Leos. Number 36, Junior, Melton Munoz. Number 42, Senior, Jose Luis Aguilar. Number 46, Sophomore, Jaden Castillo. Number 50, Senior, Anthony Mauricio. Number 51, Senior, Jaco Gomez. Number 54, Sophomore, Jose Sainz. Number 52, Senior, Esteban Rodriguez. Number 56, Junior, Luis Negrete. Number 62, Sophomore, Luis Martinez. Number 63, Senior, Eduardo Castillo. Number 65, Sophomore, Nathan Ortiz. Number 66, Senior, Ramiro Arangula. Number 67, Sophomore, Maximiliano Montes. Number 70, Junior, Carlos Varga Jr. Number 72, Junior, Miguel Mancha II. Number 73, Junior, Aldo Diaz. Number 76, Junior, Rafael Soraya Jr. Number 79, Senior, Johan Fuente. Number 92, Junior, Adriel Alvarez. Number 94, Junior, Leonardo Martinez.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I wanted to talk to you about something really important.
Honestly, having you understand means the world to me. But I have a question.
Have you heard of the Texas way? I've made the commitment to play the Texas way, which means I play for the respect of others.
I will not cheat or put corners, and I will not let my opponent command me.
I've made the commitment to play the Texas way, which means I play to control the zone. I will slow my anger down, and that's based on my standards.
I've made a commitment to play the Texas way, which means I play with the spirit of competition. I'll prepare myself mentally and physically for any situation.
I'll bounce back anything, and I'll compete with the passion to be my absolute best.
Tell Mom like that. Now that you know I play the Texas way, will you commit to play the Texas way too?
This means having my back, cheating loudly, but by no means insulting other people.
You will not yell at the refs, insult coaches, teachers, or staff. Do not let your passions become a distraction.
My actions and your actions reflect on more than just us. Therefore, referencing the name on the front of the jersey, my school.
It's about using sports as opportunities to become better athletes and coaches.
I can't do this without you, and I don't want to. So please, Mom and Dad, I made a commitment to play the Texas way. Will you play the Texas way too?
Good evening. I am Sergio Vázquez, proud son of Ramon Ortiz, and I am your 2024-2025 Student Council President. And I'm Joshua Guiñaga, your 2024-2025 Student Council Vice President, proud son of Martina Guiñaga and Margarita Guiñaga. Welcome to tonight's game, as the very own CC1 Mavericks take the field against this week's opponent. We would like to thank all the parents and staff who assist us with the structure of our game. Everyone has worked hard at work and has moved both well. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do, and attitude determines how well you do. At this time, I ask that you bow your heads if you wish. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask you in prayer to look upon both teams tonight so that they may play to the best of their abilities. And most importantly, walk away in honor. Tonight, we come together in unity to enjoy each other's company, all in good sportsmanship. Please watch over those traveling back home tonight so that they may arrive safely. In your son's name we pray. Amen. Good luck to both teams, and go Mavericks!
Hi, I'm Governor Greg Adams.
Hi, I'm Coach Joey McGuire from Texas Tech.
Hi, I'm Coach Sork with Texas Football.
Hi, I'm Coach Floyd Fritz from the University of Houston. Hi, I'm Coach Albert from Texas A&M.
There is a growing danger in our communities and schools. Fentanyl.
It has claimed the lives of thousands of innocent Americans and is now a leading cause of death in communities. One of the best ways to prevent tragic fentanyl deaths is through education.
Just one pill kills.
That's why
Yeah,
you
I'm
should
good.
only
Are you getting them? Remember on the top part, you know, it says fresh balls. And the end zone one is the one that receives
Never
everything.
take a pill you got from a friend or on social media.
Just a few grains of salt worth of fentanyl is enough to kill you.
And take you away from your loved ones.
You
can't see it,
I'll go.
you can't taste it, and you don't know if it's there.
So please,
I got you.
learn
Let me go
about the
downstairs.
dangers of this deadly drug.
Talk to your parents.
Your teammates.
Yeah, I got you.
And remember,
So it is. Let me go check
what
something.
we do at that may save the life of someone you love.
Do the same way. Yeah. You got tight with the one up there?
No, tight is it's the same. No, like the one before, this is the tight. As long as this is connected to the wire, it's okay. Oh, it's just the wire. The only thing is you don't have the screws on.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll direct your attention to the 50-yard line, we'll have the exchange of friendship tokens.
You burn some calories.
Dude. It's ready, it's just for the middle game.
I don't know if you could connect it from over there.
He said no.
No?
But it doesn't reach all the way over there.
Like this. No, the connection, yeah. From this modem to that modem.
Yeah, it has to. That is a height.
Yeah.
That is a height. Even for me.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise. We will have the performance of the San Antonio Southwest High School alma mater.
It's not easy still.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please remain standing as we have the performance of the C.C. Winn High School alma mater performed by the Thundering Maverick Band. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you will, please rise, remove your hats. We will have the presentation of colors. Colors are presented by the Eagle Pass Independent School District Junior Air Force ROTC program. Following the presentation of colors, we will have our national anthem performed by the thundering Maverick Band.
haven't recorded it because it's a brand new one. You want me to record just one? You can see it? Gotcha. Let me record one. Hold on.
As we prepare for our coin toss, I'd like to introduce you to our officials, our referees, Mr. Scott Weiss, umpire, Mr. Alex Spees, headline judge, Max McClure, line judge, Ryan Murphy, back judge, Patrick Jefferson, field judge, Ricky Gully, and side judge, John Sadie.
It says one is disconnected, the other one's connected. Yeah, it's on offense. I'm recording
Team
on offense.
captains for the Dragons will be number 33, Tristan Quintanilla, number 3, Charles Stenway, number 18, Noah Manzano, and number 21, Reagan Gonzalez. For your Mavericks, your team captains are number 12, Luis Leos, number 4, Jonathan Salayandia, number 55, Esteban Rodriguez, and number 36, Humberto Munoz Jr.
Southwest will kick and defend the south end zone.
Angel Rodriguez is caught though. He'll also be hard. That'll bring up the second down and 11 for the Mavericks. To number 88, Angel Espinosa. He's going to be stopped by number 24, Andre Sullivan. Out to the 29-yard line to bring up the third down and 6 for the Mavericks.
Bring up a 2nd and 8 now, as the Mavericks, on their first drive of the ball game, they received the kickoff. Southwest won the toss and elected to defer. Southwest, their colors are usually green and gold. You see a deep green pants numbers with those road white tops and those dark helmets down there for the Dragons. Cruz on a 2nd and 8 into shotgun, takes a snap, quick pass down here, caught at the 35-yard line by Jaime Rojas, and Rojas is able to get maybe a yard to the 38. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8 now. The strategy for the Mavericks here is going to be to really grind this clock down and not allow this Dragon offense to have the ball much. It's quick strike offense. 15 passing touchdowns for their star quarterback, AJ Franco, in the season. And so the Maverick offense has as their job to keep the ball away from Franco or as much as possible in this game. Here's the snap. Cruz Jr. will keep it himself, trying to find room on the left side of the line. He'll get another yard to the 39 and no further, and it's going to bring up a 4th and 6 now. And here comes the punting unit to try to pin this Southwest Dragon team deep. Two return men back here at about the 30, one at about the 30, one at about the 43 for Southwest. Daniel Rodriguez, sophomore kicker, will receive this snap to punt this ball off. Rodriguez gets off a good punt, nears the near sideline, and is out of bounds at the 27. Good job there by Daniel Rodriguez. And so Southwest now will take over, still scoreless with 8:16 left in the first quarter. At the 27-yard line, we heard defensive co-coordinator Saul Salas tell us yesterday at the prediction show that Southwest shows up with a bunch of different offensive formations. They run, they pass. They've got a lot of different personnel. They're starting the game with a very tight formation. No wide receivers out in that formation. The quarterback under center. Toss back to the running back. We'll get across the 30-yard line to about the 31. That's number 20. John Mills with the run. Mills is dropped just on this side of the 30 at the 31, a gain of 4 yards. Will bring up a 2nd and 6 for Southwest. Another tight formation. This time there is a wide receiver near the line. That man goes in motion now, and the handoff is to the man in motion. That's Azariuan Voss. And Voss, who's got a lot of rushing touchdowns for this team too, gets near the 35 to the 33. Good job by the Maverick defense there of keying in on Voss and bringing him down at the 32 after a gain of only a couple of yards. Voss has 10 receiving touchdowns this season, none on the ground. John Mills has scored 7 rushing touchdowns for Southwest so far in the season. Franco in the shotgun now. Looks right, lets the pass go. It's caught at the 39-yard line, and down there is the receiver, Felipe Muñiz, but it's good enough for a Southwest first down. Franco looked right over to the right immediately, and there was a big cushion by the Maverick defender, and Muñiz had enough room to collect that ball and fall to his knees, but not before getting a first down at the 39. 6-yard pass, and here come the Dragons again in a very tight defense with 3 backs in the backfield. Mills gets the carry, and he is brought down just as he crosses the 40 to the 41. A gain of a couple of yards. You can tell what the Maverick defense is looking for. A big steady dose of John Mills, and so far they've done a good job of keying in on Mills, not letting him get very many yards. 5:52 left here in the first quarter, still scoreless. This is the first offensive possession for the Southwest Dragons. 2 receivers to this side of the formation for Franco this time. He'll take the snap, hands off to Mills again, coming here to the left side. He's got lots of room. He's at the 45, now turns upfield at midfield, 45-40 in Maverick territory. And you can see there is an example of how a slow developing play can turn into big yardage for the Southwest Dragon offense. Mills is finally brought down in Maverick territory at the 36, but a big run there. And Southwest is on the plus side of the field now at the Maverick 36-yard line. Again, the Dragons not a hurry-up offense. They're in no particular hurry to get to the line of scrimmage, but once they get there, that offensive line and Mills in the backfield can wreak havoc. Franco this time steps back, looking downfield. He's got a man open in the end zone, and he overthrows him. That's Voss streaking down the middle of the field. Good coverage there by Bobby Cabrera, who was with him step for step. And a good job by the Maverick defense also of staying home down here. So Franco 1-1 so far today. After that incompletion, it's a 2nd and 10. Ball will remain at the 36-yard line on the near hash mark. Clock stops on the incompletion as well, with 4:57 showing here in the first quarter. And the Dragons are ready to go up to the line of scrimmage again. 1 receiver will come out here to the near side, and 3 over to the far side. Here's Mills in the slot. No one in the backfield with Franco. Quick swing pass over to the right flat. Caught, and still on his feet is the receiver, number 8, Alex Rivas. And Rivas is able to get a Dragon first down inside the 25 to the 22-yard line. This is exactly what Saul Salas, Coach Saul Salas, talked to us about last week. You saw the Dragons go in very tight run-based formations for about 3 or 4 plays in a row. All of a sudden, they spread out the field, 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, and a little swing pass to the right flat to that slot receiver on the right side, and he had plenty of space to move down the field. Here they go, heavy set again with 2 blockers in front of Mills. Movement at the end of the line by number 43, Romeo Castillo. And it's going to set the Dragons back 5 yards after that penalty. Ball should be at the 27 now. It's exactly where they'll spot it. It's a 1st and 15 from there for Southwest. That tight formation looks impressive. They've got 2 blocking backs in front of Mills off to the left side. And that's exactly how Mills was able to get off that long run previously on this drive. Here come the Dragons now with 2 receivers here to this side of the formation. This is Voss split out wide left. And from the shotgun goes Franco. Takes the snap, looks towards Voss, headed towards the end zone and overthrown. Good coverage, step by step over there by Jonathan Salayandia, right with Voss. On a pass that was overthrown by Franco. Now it's going to be a 2nd and 15. The 27-yard line, ball on the far hash mark for the Dragons. A very diverse offense that Southwest brings in. Again, they come in undefeated, 7-0 for the season. 2 receivers split out wide here to the left side of the formation. Franco takes the snap. Here is Mills with the carry, and Mills bounces to the outside of the formation, and he'll get inside the 20 to the 18 before being brought down. And it's going to be a 3rd and 6 now for Southwest, and we'll see if this Maverick defense can hold. Ideally here, you'd like to see the Maverick defense hold them to no or negative yards, because you'd think this is 4-down territory this deep in opposition territory for Southwest. Franco's in the backfield all by himself again. 3 receivers to the left side of the formation, 2 over to the right. Franco looks right immediately, and the pass is incomplete. Over at about the 10-yard line, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Austin Diggs. And it looks like Southwest is bringing out their field goal team now. Good job by the Maverick defense. There was a man in the area for the Mavericks if Diggs had caught that ball to tackle him immediately. Jaime Murillo will come on to attempt this 35-yard field goal from the right hash mark. The kick is on its way, and it is good. So the Southwest Dragons are on the board first. 3-0 is the score with 3:19 left in the first quarter. Murillo nails a 35-yard field goal to put Southwest on the board. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Back to receive the kick for the Mavericks will be number 3, Bobby Cabrera, number 4, Jonathan Salayandia, and number 11, Jaime Rojas.
Back live with you. Good job by the Maverick defense there in bending but not breaking and only allowing 3 points on the board for Southwest. A drive that began at the Southwest 27-yard line. And the Maverick defense was able to stand firm. The Dragons were able to come out only with 3 points. This kick is a live ball. It will be picked up. He had called for a fair catch, but of course, once that ball hits the ground, it is a live ball. That was picked up at the 2-yard line by Salayandia, and the officials are conferring right now to see what the call is. For the moment, the Mavericks look like they have to start from their own 2, as that is where Salayandia touched that ball down. On a kickoff, the ball is live. Unless it goes into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball is down wherever it is first touched by the receiving team, and that is at the 3-yard line. So a tall task for the Mavericks here. 97 yards to go for Pater with 3:18 left in the first quarter. Mavericks starting at their own 3-yard line here on the near hash mark. Let's see if Brian Leos can get off a good long run and give this Maverick offense some breathing room. Leos will be about 4 yards deep in the end zone along with Juan Cruz Jr. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 split out wide left to the top of the formation. Southwest is showing blitz. Here they come. Leos is able to get out of the end zone and get to the 1. It's a loss of 2 yards, but he did a good job of getting out of the end zone as Southwest had that run blitz queued up. And it'll be a 2nd and 12 now. That ball is placed about the half-yard line over on the far hash mark. And again, the Mavericks at this point just need some breathing room here. They need to be able to get some yards to get away from their own end zone, dangerously close to their own end zone now. Here comes Juan Cruz Jr. with the call, standing about 5 feet in his own end zone with Brian Leos on his right. Cruz Jr. looking for some running room himself, cuts back. He'll be brought down, barely escapes the end zone back at the half-yard line. Another loss, and it's a 3rd and long now, 3rd and about 12 for the Mavericks from very near their own end zone. You hesitate at this point to have your quarterback drop back deep in the end zone. I think as much as you can do here if you're this Maverick offense is hand off or have Juan Cruz Jr. on a keeper. But whoever's got the ball has to go north and south and do it quickly lest they get caught in the end zone. The snap, Cruz will keep it, trying to find a way out. Now comes to this side looking for someone open. Rojas flashed open at about the 10-yard line, and Cruz was being chased in the end zone and could not get the pass to him cleanly. An incompletion there, and they're going to put Daniel Rodriguez in a very difficult spot. He's going to have to punt this from about 9 yards deep in his own end zone. 4th and 12, line of scrimmage is the 1. And there goes Daniel Rodriguez. Just about a yard to go before going out of the end zone. He'll await the snap. Low snap, but he's able to get a hang of it. Gets off the punt. Voss was back here waiting for it, and all things considered, that's a really good punt by Daniel Rodriguez. They're going to mark that ball at the 40 in Maverick territory. That's where Southwest will begin its 2nd drive of the ball game with 1:25 left in the first quarter. Southwest is up 3-0. Here comes the Southwest offense again, trying to get something going. Tight formation. You can see the 2 blocking backs in front of Mills. Mills takes the handoff right up the middle. He goes, bounces off 1 tackler. He's got room on the right side. He's at the 30, 25, 20, still on his feet before being pushed out of bounds over on the far sideline, right at the 20-yard line. A 20-yard gain on that carry for Mills. And you see what makes this attack so dangerous is Mills went right up the middle, spun out of a tackle, and then with the defense concentrated in the middle of the formation, was able to get a bunch of running room, have a bunch of room over on the right side. 1st and 10 for Southwest from the Maverick 20-yard line. Ball is in the far hash mark. Tight formation again here with 2 blockers in front of Ja Mills. Under center is Franco. The toss back. Here's a new running back. This is not Ja Mills with the ball. This looks to be number 11, Austin Diggs. And Diggs gets to the 15-yard line. 5-yard gain for him there. Brings up a 2nd and 5 now for Southwest, with the clock ticking down now, under a minute, 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mills is back in the backfield along with Franco. From the shotgun formation with a receiver on either side, here's Voss split out wide left. That's the direction that Franco's looking. Lets the pass go. It's caught by Voss at the 3 and then into the end zone for the touchdown. That comes with 25 seconds left in the first quarter. A 15-yard touchdown strike from A.J. Franco to Azarian Voss. Voss, who was a single coverage, gets in for the touchdown. Here comes Murillo on for the point after attempt. That kick is good. And that will make the score Southwest 10, Mavericks 0 with 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Murillo will be kicking off after that Southwest touchdown. 3 men back deep to receive for the Mavericks. That's Salayandia, Rojas, and Bobby Cabrera. Standing at the 10, the 5, and the 10 respectively, as Murillo awaits the whistle to kick this off. 10-0 is the Southwest score. The Eagles will be here tomorrow as they welcome in the United Longhorns on homecoming week for Eagle Pass High School. Here's Murillo with the kickoff. It will go into the end zone and out the back of the end zone, this time for a touchback. And the Mavericks will start at the 25-yard line. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Mavericks actually, in their first drive, were able to get a first down. The 6-play drive. But in that second drive, they were pinned deep after the kickoff. They were never able to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. And the Dragons won that field position battle, and it cost the Mavericks that touchdown. Low snap, handoff to Leos. Leos is going to get caught in the backfield, about 2 yards back at the 23. Going to be a 2nd and 12 now for the Mavericks. That will, in all probability, be the last play of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break as we switch sides of the field, and we'll be back. Mavericks now moving towards the north end zone. Have a 2nd and 12. The 23-yard line, ball on the far hash mark now. Juan Cruz Jr. in the shotgun with Brian Leos on his left. Cruz Jr. rolls to his left. Looking downfield, his receiver fell. He was looking for Jonathan Salayandi at about the 30-yard line, but Salayanda got caught up with his defender and fell, and Cruz Jr. had nowhere to look after that. Clock stops on the incompletion as Cruz Jr. heaved that pass out of bounds, and it's a 3rd and 12 now from the 23-yard line for this Maverick offense. looking to get at least some yards to be able to pin the Dragons at least on their side of the field once the punt is off. Cruz Jr. hands off to Brian Leos, bounces right, puts his head down right at about the 26 or so, and he's brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 on the carry for Brian Leos, but not enough for a Maverick first down, and on comes the punting unit now. They've got to be careful with Azarian Voss, who's back here at the 45, ready to field this punt. Daniel Rodriguez has done a good job with his punting so far. It appears he does have a very slight breeze at his back. But we'll see if he's able to get off a good punt here. And again, put the Dragons start their drive on their own side of the field. Low snap. Rodriguez is able to get the punt off. It's fielded by Voss at his 36. He's got room in front of him. Goes to the far sideline, still on his feet, tiptoeing down the sideline and into Maverick territory before being pushed out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Southwest will start at the Maverick 42 with 10:52 left in the first half. Mavericks, after today's game, will have 2 games left. We'll have South San next week, and then homecoming the week after that. They'll welcome South Side into Cozumel Foster. A quick pass by Franco, dropped by his intended receiver Felipe Muñiz. It's going to be a 2nd and 10 now for Southwest. Ball will be placed at the far hash mark. 10-0 is the Dragon lead. Dragon sitting atop District 14 5A. Tight formation again in front of Mills. Mills will get the carry. Up the middle of the formation he goes. And he'll be brought down by the ankles at about the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. We want to send a shout out to the Silva family. Go intended for Mills down here, but overthrown. David Silva, of course, a proud employee of SouthWest ISD there in San Antonio. The Dragons now have a 4th down from the 38. The offense will remain on the field. The ball on the far hash mark. Franco will be in the shotgun with Mills on his left. 1 receiver on either side of the formation. You've got to be careful with Voss over on the far side of the field. Split out left with no coverage on him. That's the direction the quarterback is looking. Deep throw downfield. Looked to be some contact there, and the officials chose not to throw the flag. The Southwest coach is upset over on that side of the field. Good coverage there by Luis Leos, who was running right along with Voss as he was streaking down the far sidelines. Maverick coaches knew what was coming. This was not going to be a short pass. It was going to be a long pass down the sideline for Voss, and they kept Leos, along with that safety help, with plenty of cushion, and did not allow Voss to streak past them. Southwest head coach Alex Franco still speaking with the officials on the far side of the field. Voss is being attended to over on that far sideline at about the 3-yard line. When he came down as he was looking for that pass, he hit hard And they will attend to him down there. Looks like he'll be up on his feet soon. Or taking a look at him. And again, Coach Alex Franco advocating for his player over on the far side of the field. We're going to step away real quickly as they take a look at Azarian Voss. We'll be right back. And after all of that, the ball goes over on downs, and the Mavericks have regained possession at the 38-yard line with 9:54 left on the clock here in the first half. Juan Cruz Jr. takes the snap. The handoff is to Brian Leos. He'll be met in the backfield. Leos is able to move the pile forward for a gain of a yard, believe it or not, to the 39. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Mavericks. Good job of Brian Leos there, when he had a bunch of defenders on top of him, of moving the pile forward and gaining a yard after initial contact was about a yard or two deep in the end zone. Clock continues to tick down, 9:17 left in the second quarter, and the Mavericks looking to eat up some yardage and some clock here late in the second half. Two receivers on either side of the formation. Juan Cruz Jr. drops back to pass, has room in front of him now. Still moving, and finally just lets the pass go as he had a defender in his face. Good job by that Dragon defense of staying home, and as Cruz Jr. tried the right side there at about the 35-yard line, he had a defender in his face and could not do much with it. It's going to be a 3rd down and a long 9 now from the 39-yard line for the Mavericks. The clock does stop on the incompletion. 8:53 here left in the second quarter. Ball will be on the far hash mark. We notice John Mills, who's the star running back for Southwest, is also playing safety for them here in this game. Here comes the blitz. The handoff is to Axel Picasso. And Picasso gets across the 40 to the 42 for a gain of 3 yards. Not enough for a Maverick first down, and on comes the punting team again for the Mavericks with 8.5 minutes or so left here in the first half. John Mills and Pablo Alvarado will be back to field this punt. Daniel Rodriguez has done a good job so far in this game. He'll have the wind at his back here as he gets this punt off from about his own 30-yard line. Rodriguez trying to angle that punt here to the near side, and we'll see where the line judge says that punt went out. Still walking, and he says it went out of bounds at the 34-yard line. The Dragons will start on their side of the field for the first time in a couple of possessions. 8:01 left here in the second quarter. The Dragon offense will be on the move again. That Maverick defense held firm last time the Dragons had the ball. They turned the ball over on downs. Tight formation here from the 34. Toss back to Mills, looking for room on the left side. Cuts left, still on his feet. Good job by the Maverick defense of coming to the rescue there. Luis Leos holding up Mills while the cavalry came behind him. It's a gain of about 3 yards to the 37. 2nd and 7 coming up now for the Dragons. 7:42 left here in the first half. 7 o'clock kickoff time for this Thursday game. We'll try to get you some score updates from around the region during the second half of our broadcast. Tight formation again. 2 blockers in for Mills. The handoff is to him. He'll follow his blockers right into the right side of that line, and he'll get a couple of more yards to the 39. The Maverick defense able to bring Mills down after a gain of a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now for Southwest. The Maverick defense will look to play tight, although you can never get too comfortable with this Southwest offense, which is very diverse and is able to throw on you. Franco with a good arm, and of course they've got Azarian Voss, one of their star receivers, even though Voss was injured, still not on the field. Tight formation here with Mills in the backfield. Franco rolls out to his right, looking for an open receiver. Now he's just going to keep it at the 40-45. They're going to give him enough for a first down at the 45. And you saw an example there of what A.J. Franco can do to a defense. A very good job by the Maverick linebackers and secondary of covering up all of the available receivers for Franco as he rolled right. And instead what he did was use his wheels and was able to tiptoe down the sideline and get a Southwest first down at the 45. 6:36 left in the second half. Fresh set of downs for the Dragons. Franco under center this time with 3 backs in the backfield. Mills with the toss left, following his blockers, has room. Evades 1 tackle at midfield, gets into the 45 to the 40 in Maverick territory before being dropped there. Inside the 40 at the 39-yard line. A first down on that toss to Mills. And once Mills is a bit of a lumbering back, but as soon as he gets some space in front of him, he's really able to create, and he's past that Maverick defense before you know it. 1st and 10 for the Southwest Dragons from the 39-yard line, ball on the far hash mark. Mills this time with a toss to the opposite side, to the near side, and he is met before he reaches the 35-yard line. In on that tackle for the Mavericks, number 30, Sebastian Cortez. Number 62, Luis Martinez. 4-yard gain for Mills to the 35-yard line. We'll bring up a 2nd and 6 now from there. And again, Southwest in no particular hurry. They're going to let this clock grind down. 5.5 minutes left now in the second quarter. 10-0 is the Dragon lead over the Mavericks. Azarian Voss back in the game, split out wide left. And Franco under center. Franco will look to the far side of the field for Voss. Voss is double covered. That pass is incomplete. Good job over on the top side of the field by Luis Leos and Jesus Rodriguez, bracketing Voss and not allowing him any room to roam to be able to get underneath that pass and receive it. That brings up a 3rd and 6 now from the 35. Let's see if the Maverick defense can hold here on a 3rd and 6. And again, ideally what you like is no gain or negative yardage here, so as not to tempt the Southwest offense to go for it on a 4th and short. 5:05 left in the second quarter. Here's Franco under center with the ball on the near hash mark. Toss over to Mills, a slow developing play, but Mills now gets north and south, and he's going to be stopped before the line to get for the first down at the 32. That almost looked like play had stopped and the players kept going. I don't know if someone thought there had been a timeout called or what, but that play was a very slow developing play. Good job by the Maverick defense of keeping their heads in the game and stopping Mills. The Southwest offense will stay on the field for this 4th and 3 from the 32-yard line. Tight formation. Franco under center, new man deep into formation. They're going to try to make the Maverick defense jump. They did exactly that. And we'll see if Southwest takes the penalty or if they take the result of the play, which is the first down after a run by Noah Manzano. There is a Maverick down at about the 30-yard line. They'll come out and attend to him. And we will take a quick break. 10-0 is the Southwest lead over the Mavericks with 4:15 left in the first half. Ball will be at the 27 now as Southwest accepted that offsides penalty. Franco under center. The toss is back. There's a fumble on the toss. We'll see if the Mavericks are able to fall on it. That was a toss back to Austin Diggs, who was the beat man in that formation. And Diggs had that bounce right off his chest and hit the ground. But the Dragons were able to fall back on top of it. A turnover opportunity for the Mavericks, who were down there chasing the ball. It's a loss of 3 yards. A loss of 2 yards. They'll mark him down at the 29. And it's going to be a 2nd and 12 now for Southwest. 3:40 left here in the first half. Franco comes now to the huddle with the play call. Southwest will break that huddle with Azarian Voss split out wide right here on the near side. Franco looking to step up in the pocket, lets the pass go, and it's caught by Azarian Voss about 3 yards deep in the end zone, right down the middle of the field. And it is a Southwest touchdown that makes the score 16-0 for the moment, with the point after attempt coming up. Every time Azarian Moss is out in a formation, you've got to keep your eye on him and you've got to see where he's going. They're used to him streaking in a straight line down the sideline. This time Voss with a deep in. A post route ended up right in the middle of the end zone, and Franco was able to get it to him. Here is the point after attempt by Murillo. It is good. That makes the score 17-0 in favor of the Southwest Dragons over the Mavericks, with 3:14 left in the second quarter. And we will be right back.
Joaquin is a proud member of the Winn Varsity tennis team and has played his entire high school career. In addition to tennis, Joaquin is a member of the National Honor Society. His favorite subject has been 1 and 2, as it prepares you for the future and allows you to be creative. In the future, Joaquin plans to strive for success and make a name for himself in the business world. Congratulations, Joaquin. This week's Peter Piper Scholar Athlete of the Month.
Murillo will be kicking off now towards the south end zone after that 29-yard touchdown strike from A.J. Franco to Azarian Moss, who hadn't struck yet. Moss came in with 15 receiving touchdowns on the season. Here's a fair catch by Jaime Rojas. Voss had been looking for the end zone all game long. They were finally able to do it here deep in the second quarter. Catch that Maverick defense off guard. Mavericks will start this drive at the 25-yard line. Looking to keep control of the ball. The Dragons will get the ball first to open up the second half. So the Mavericks need to make sure that the Dragons don't get it back anymore in this first half to contain the damage. Here's a handoff to to Axel Picasso, and Picasso will get to the 29, a gain of 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and 6 coming up now for the Mavericks. And as we mentioned, the Mavericks in no big hurry to get these play calls off, letting the clock run down here late in the first half. Ball is on the near hash mark at the 29-yard line. Juan Cruz Jr. in the backfield with Axel Picasso. We haven't seen Brian Leos back in the game. 3 receivers here to the short side of the formation. Juan Cruz Jr. looks that way. The pass is caught by Jonathan Salayandia, and there's not much room for him to maneuver after that catch. He'll get across the 30 to the 32-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. And it's going to be a 3rd and 3 now for the Mavericks. Clock winding down just at 2 minutes now. If the Mavericks can convert on this 3rd down, they can assure themselves, hopefully, of having control of the ball all the way to the end of the halftime. We'll have the Thundering Maverick Band performing for you. At halftime, they will be off to area marching competition. Here's Picasso with the carry on the right side. He'll get a yard, but no more. To the 33. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. And Southwest is going to use their first of 3 timeouts to stop the clock and get the ball back here with about a minute and a half left or so on the clock. We're going to take a timeout with them, and we'll be right back. A minute and a half exactly left here in the first half. Mavericks have a 4th and 2 from the 33-yard line, and the Maverick offense will stay on the field, looking, you have to believe, to try to draw this Southwest defense off sides and get a free first down on a penalty. And as the play clock clicks down under 10 seconds, Juan Cruz Jr. will call a timeout, and the Maverick punting team will come out onto the field. I want to thank the Maverick are coming out of this timeout. 2 timeouts left for both of these teams here in the first half. Daniel Rodriguez awaits the snap to get this punt off. They're going to come after the punt, and Rodriguez gets it off. It's a short one this time. Let's see where they mark this out of bounds. Side judge should have his eye on where that ball went out. Says it went out at the 46 in Southwest territory. That's where they will spot the ball.
That goes out of bounds at the 46-yard line. That's where the Dragons have it, 1st and 10.
So Southwest with 2 timeouts left here in the first half with 1:25 left. Will attempt, no doubt, to put more points on the board before the end of the first half. Ball on the near hash mark, spread formation for the Dragons. Franco rolls left. Here comes the defensive pressure. The pass is incomplete, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Pablo Alvarado, at about midfield. The clock does stop, though, on the incompletion. Only 4 seconds went off the clock during that play. Again, we will be right back here tomorrow for coverage of the game between the United Longhorns and the Eagles. The Longhorns come in for district play, and it is also homecoming for the Eagles. The Mavericks will have homecoming on the last game of the season. Southwest is going to call a timeout here. Second timeout for the Dragons. The play clock was running down on them. 1:21 left on the clock, and now things will get a little dicier for the Dragons with 54 yards to go before the end zone and only one timeout left here in the first half. Southwest comes in, again, undefeated, 7-0 in season. The Mavericks have that victory against Cigarroa here 2 weeks back. Had a tough loss last week against Martin down in Shirley Field, and now trying to turn the tide here against Southwest. Franco drops back. Here comes the blitz. Steps up. Voss, who had fallen, stood up and caught that pass. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would not have believed it. Voss was on one knee, stood up, and right as he stood up, the ball was right in his hands. He's brought down across the 45 at the 46-yard line now in Maverick territory. Clock stops as they move the chains. Here's Franco rolling left now. Gets set. Lets the pass go, and it is incomplete at the 15-yard line. It was intended over there for Felipe Muniz. It looked like the Maverick defender over on the far side had gotten there a little early. We do have a Maverick down. It looks like Luis Leos is going to come off the field, walking gingerly. And Ian Herrera Verastegui will come in to replace him in that Maverick secondary. 2nd and 10 now after the incompletion. From the 46-yard line, clock stops on the incompletion. Franco, quick pass to Voss. Voss catches that at the 40. Gets downfield, jukes one man at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, and into the end zone with 45 seconds left in the first half. Azarian Moss made that catch at the 40. Juked a man at the 35 and then made a beeline for the end zone down here, down the near sideline. And Southwest is on the scoreboard again, puts 6 more points up. 23-0 is the score for the meantime, with a point after attempt coming up and 45 seconds left here in the first half. On for the point after attempt is Jaime Murillo. Has to stutter step on his way to the kick, and even so, the kick is good to make the score 24-0 in favor of the Southwest Dragons with 43 seconds left in the first half. We'll be right back. Murillo now will kick off after the Southwest touchdown. That ball's on the ground. Somebody's got to get on top of it. And over at the 10-yard line, Jonathan Salayandia is able to fall on top of that live ball, which squirted past him as he approached to field it. For the Mavericks with 39 seconds showing on the clock here with the first down. In the first half, we'll start at their own 10. You'd think there's time for one carry here, and that should be the end of the first half. Looks like we're getting ready for a re-kick. So both kickoff teams will have to come back out onto the field. Murillo will try it all over again from his own 40. Senior night for Thundering Maverick Band seniors. We were saying before, they are on their way to Cedar Park on Saturday to compete in UIL area marching contest, and we certainly wish them the best. We had two band directors on yesterday on the prediction show, Ms. Corina Mesa representing the Mighty Eagle Band, and head band director for CC Winn, Ruben Rodriguez, representing the Thundering Maverick Band. This time Salayandia makes a fair catch at the 14. The Mavericks will start at the 25, and as we were saying before, you would expect here nothing more than a handoff. They actually added time on the clock, by the way. 43 seconds showing now. Juan Cruz Jr. will come into the huddle with the play call. Ball is at the 25. Three receivers across the formation, and Axel Picasso in the backfield along with Cruz. Picasso gets the handoff. He's met by the Southwest defense as he crosses the 25, down at the 26. And that will be the last play of the quarter, as the game clock is slightly ahead of the play clock here. The Mavericks will not have to snap the ball again. There's a 3-second differential or so between the game clock and the play clock, but the game clock is ahead, and so this half will end before the play clock goes down to 0. So the Mavericks will go into the locker room at the half, down 24-0 against this impressive Southwest Dragon team. They'll make the appropriate adjustments and come back out to try to put some points on the board for the second half. We will have the Thundering Maverick Band live for you at halftime. Stick with us for that. 23-0 is the score in favor of Southwest. We'll be back for the second half.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy as the Dragon Fire Dance takes pride in bringing in the fire to halftime. Thank you for your attention and support. Now on to the next part of our show. It gives me great pleasure to present the SouthWest Band. They are under the field direction of drum majors Jacob Singleton, Madison Dovalina, Callie Quintanilla, Josiah Villanueva, color guard captain Eve Baker, color guard co-captain Isabella Peña. And now, welcome back my friends to the show that never ends, the SouthWest High School Band.
Let me get over there. Yeah, I got you. Let me go over there. Can I give you these too?
The raven, as night approaches and the sky darkens, I see a faint shadow soaring on the horizon. Then another and another as the birds fill up the sky. Their piercing cries grow louder and more foreboding. The soulless creatures surround me, and there is nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Surrounded by their darkness, only the birds hear my cries.
Walk along one of those light poles, and then I'll go find you. Do you want to say something? Okay, I'll let you get back.
the raven tells the tale of life and death. Highway Raven, show me light. But I only see my death.
Because of the connection, the lamina this is not connected to it.
This have a connection issue too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we were in here, they grew connected.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm ridiculous. The thing is, there's aluminum.
My life, my death, which is true. As the Raiders fight away, leaders come behind. Wander and wander, hope for life.
Last week we didn't have this.
They don't have it yet. But here,
Tonight the band played their UIL show entitled The Raven. The Southwest Band is under the direction of Natalie Ball, Danica White, and Miguel Aguilar. Percussion director Corey Stone. Color guard director Jeremy Contreras. Section of the week, the trombone. This concludes our halftime performance. We hope you enjoyed it and would like to thank you for your kind attention. Southwest would like to wish the
Right now,
CC
you're
Winn Mavericks a
downloading all the
successful
page.
season. Go Dragons!
So you're creating your own hotspot. So what you can do is you can get another booster, and I would put it in possession thing.
Okay. So kind of have a little bit of connection.
Or why don't you feed off of their Wi-Fi?
This is our second game doing it. That's why we just got it.
Yeah, and that's now that they can start transitioning to the world.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Eagle Pass,
so you're getting bombarded with 17 different Wi-Fi signals right here. Not to mention all the parents sending out signals to their kids.
Never duplicated.
You're
CC Winn, Silver Line.
I'm gonna get this one downstairs so they can watch and these particular videos. I want to download it.
Oh yeah, dude, you get we're gonna be huddles there. And that's also huddles of like each other. They're gonna huddle, there's a huddle. There's a huddle right there. Yeah.
The Silver Line dance team is under the direction of Mrs. Denise Villarreal and Ms. Gabriela Martinez.
These aren't
Silverliners of the week are senior Paulina Heredia and senior Monique Menchaca.
Later on,
Silverline co-captains are senior Paulina Heredia and senior Fernanda Olivo.
It'll have like a 1 through 5 where your priority is for them to mice.
Silverline captain is senior Isabella. They sparkle, they shine, they're your Silver Line.
The Maverick Band is under the field direction of Dalia Lopez, Joshua Chavarria, and Jeremiah Jimenez. Section of the week is the trumpet section. Band members of the week are Alan Ramos and Darío Gutierrez. Striking silver guard captains. Officers are Captain Jacob Palomo and co-captains Samantha Rios and Victoria Zapata. Guard members of the week are the Guard Seniors. The CC Winn Band is joined tonight by the Memorial Junior High Band. And now, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and get ready for your CC Winn Thundering Maverick Band and the Memorial Junior High Band.
Thank you. Yeah. There might be a signal that is blocking it to go down there. Yeah, there's some interference some way, somehow. Maybe Coach B needs to reestablish a new press box. Like that one from Marlon. That's nice. Something like that would be
Marching
One quick announcement. If you own older model Ford white and gray dually, license plate BLP 2910, might want to go check it. Your lights are on. It's going to be a long ride home with no battery.
Hope you enjoyed this evening's halftime entertainment. And a special shout out to all the students who performed their hearts out. And thank you to our halftime sponsor, Rosetta Construction.
Got it, almost there. This is. Hey,
We're back live with you for the start of the second half. Ruben Valadez alongside with you here on this beautiful Thursday evening from Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Hey, that's a live ball that went out of bounds. They're going to throw a flag on this kick because it went out of bounds. But I think it was touched by one of the return men, Cooper Orban, who was back there. And the Maverick coaches are arguing that to the side official. It is a penalty against the Mavericks. So that will take the ball out to the 30-yard line. That is where the Dragons will start the third quarter, leading 24-0. Franco in the shotgun with Mills on his right hip. Quick handoff to Mills right up the middle. He goes. He's got room. Cuts to the near side in Maverick territory at the 35, 30, 25, 20. Still on his feet at the 10. And into the end zone for a 70-yard touchdown run from Ja Mills to start the second half. A snap from the shotgun, a quick handoff to Mills, who was on his right pocket by Franco, and Mills cut right through the Maverick defense out in the open field, cut to the near sideline, and then turned down the Jets in Maverick territory right at about the 40, 35-yard line, and he could not be caught. The point after attempt by Murillo is good, and with 13 seconds off the clock here in the second half, the score now is Southwest 31, Mavericks 0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Back receive the kick for the Mavericks. It'll be number 3, Bobby Cabrera. Number 4, Jonathan Salayani. Number 11, Herman Roca. Kicking is number 44, Angel Rodriguez Escoto.
Here is the kickoff from Murillo. Bounces at about the 24. Fielded at the 20 by Jonathan Salayandia, and he'll take a knee at the 22-yard line. And the Mavericks will start from there. With 11:46 left here in the third quarter. Of course, a short week to prepare for the Mavericks. They were down in Shirley Field last week on Friday to face the Martin Tigers. Martin, by the way, is trailing San Antonio Jay 14-6. That game up in San Antonio. The rest of the teams in this district, Nixon versus Cigarroa, play tomorrow, and Legacy welcomes in Southside tomorrow. Juan Cruz Jr. from the shotgun now. Two receivers on either side of the formation. He'll put a man in motion. That's Jaime Rojas coming across the formation. The handoff goes to him. Looks to turn the corner. Does so at the 25, 30, 35 before being pushed out of bounds, but that's good enough. Marking down at the 36-yard line. A 14-yard rush there on a sweep by Rojas, and that gets the Mavericks a first down. 2 games left in the season after this one for CC Winn. They've got 2 South San Antonio teams, South San next week and South Side to finish off the season here the last week of the season. Cruz hands off to Brian Leos, who's back in the backfield to start the second half. Leos will get 2 yards to the 38. Second and 8 coming up now for the Mavericks. Again, this Maverick offense, the plan to keep the ball away from the Southwest offense, and you've seen why today. 3 scores, well, 3 touchdowns at least in the first half for Southwest, along with that opening field goal to start the game. And then quickly here at the start of the second half, 70-yard touchdown run by John Mills. Second and 8, quick pass intercepted at the 35-yard line by number 33, Tristan Quintanilla, senior linebacker. And Quintanilla stepped right into that pass. Cruz never saw him. He looked to his left and was expecting his wide receiver to be there. Instead, it was Quintanilla who read the pass and intercepted it, brought it back down to this side of the field inside the 20 before being tackled at the 18. First turnover of the game. Southwest now will start at the 18-yard line with 10:48 left in the third quarter. The handoff is to a new running back now. Mills is out. Dorian Moxley, the new running back. A.J. Franco still in at quarterback. There's a flag down on the field. And it looks like that is an offsides call against the Mavericks. That ball will go to the 13 after the penalty. Here comes Franco with the play call. And this is Austin Diggs now in the backfield, deep in that triple I formation. Diggs puts a hand up at the 10, turns a corner, and he is pushed out of bounds. They're going to say it about the 1-yard line, about a 13-yard gain for Austin Diggs. And Southwest is going to have a first and goal from the 1. You would expect at this point for Southwest to bring in a lot of people second in their depth chart at these different positions. This ball's actually at the 3. It'll be a first and goal from there. Movement along the line, and again, that's what happens when you bring in your second units, as it appears the Dragons have done now. That false start will back them up 5 yards to the 8, where it will remain a first and goal. 10:20 left in the third quarter. Big lead for the Southwest Dragons, 31-0 the score. The Dragons look to remain undefeated after this week. They'll have 2 more weeks left after this one. They've secured their spot in the 5A playoffs. Here's Diggs right up the middle he goes. He's going to be brought down after maybe a gain of a half a yard or so. The second and goal from the 8. It looks like John Mills is done for the day. We also see Azarian Voss over on the sideline. Boss scored the last touchdown for Southwest of the first half with 43 seconds left. 29-yard touchdown strike. Franco from the shotgun has two receivers here to the near side. The handoff is to Diggs. He'll try to turn the corner, spins around, and gets a yard to the 7. And it'll be a 3rd and goal now for Southwest. Again, the Dragons now happy to just bleed the clock. We're under 9.5 seconds left in the third quarter. 7 o'clock kickoff because it's a Thursday game. And the Southwest Dragons have to travel back up State Highway 57 and Interstate Highway 35. 3rd and goal now from the 7. Franco's going to be under center with 3 men behind him. Play action. Rolls to his left, looking for someone in the far end of the end zone, and it's intercepted in the end zone. A great job by Ian Herrera Verástegui to intercept that ball about 6 yards deep in the end zone. All of the Maverick defensive backs stayed with their receivers. Franco threw it up for grabs. And this possession, for the moment, it seems, will end with an interception. There is a flag on the play down here at about the 3-yard line on the near side. Let's see what our referee tells us here. We'll wait to get official word.
Legal player downfield, 66 on the offense. The penalty is declined.
The ball was against the Southwest offense for an illegal receiver downfield. Of course, the Mavericks will decline that penalty and take the result of the play, which is an interception. Put that in the books for the Maverick defense, and the ball after the touchback will come back out to the 20-yard line. Bright spot for that Maverick defense. Ian Herrera Verástegui has been in on a couple of very good plays already defensively this game for the Mavericks. 8:46 left in the third quarter, and the Mavericks have the ball back after the interception at the 20-yard line. Cruz in the backfield along with Brian Leos. Leos will take the carry, goes to the right side of the line, still on his feet at the 25-30. He's got room in front of him at midfield, still looking to outrun the Southwest defense, and finally steps out of bounds over on the far side at the Southwest 49. A 31-yard run for Brian Leos, who got loose in the open field. And he's got the Mavericks a first down in Southwest territory. The Maverick coaches talk to us about this every week during the predictions show. There is no quit in these Maverick players. Even in a difficult season, the way they're having now, they haven't stopped fighting, they haven't stopped showing up, and you saw it from Brian Leos right there. The longest run of the game so far for the Mavericks, a 31-yard run into Southwest territory. Here's a long pass intended for Salayandia, and he's going to drop it at the 15. He had it in his hands. There's just a bit of a timing issue there as Cruz launched that while Salayandia was still streaking down the field, and as he turned around, the ball was on him already, was unable to bring it in. It's going to be a second down after that incompletion at the 49. Boy, it looked like Jonathan Salayandia was going to have that in the breadbasket, and the Mavericks were going to be in good field position. Instead, they've got a 2nd and 10 from the Southwest 49-yard line. Cruz in the shotgun, 3 receivers here to the near side, one split out wide right. It's a quarterback keeper. He'll go up the middle of the formation. Not much doing for him there. And it's going to be a 3rd and 10. The Southwest defense has only 3 defensive linemen. 3 defensive linemen with their hands on the ground. And yet, there haven't been very many gaps for this Maverick running team. A 3-4 formation with 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers behind them to back them up. the Mavericks have had a difficult time finding gaps in that 3-4 formation. 3rd and 10 now from the Southwest 49. 2 receivers on either side of the formation for Cruz. He'll take the snap. The handoff is to Brian Leos, and Leos will lose the yard back to midfield. 4th and 11 coming up, and we'll see if the Mavericks are going to keep their offense on the field here, whether they'll send out the punting unit. It looks like Daniel Rodriguez is going out there to punt. Try to pin the Dragons deep. Looks like John Mills will be back there to receive this punt. Daniel Rodriguez will be punting off from his 39-yard line. Punt is on its way. It's a good angled punt, and it will go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. We've got 6:54 left here in the 3rd quarter. Mavericks trail 31-0, and the Maverick defense being called upon again here to stop the Southwest offense. Southwest began their last drive at their own 18, or rather at the Maverick 18 after the interception, and were unable to score as the Mavericks intercepted them in the end zone. Here's Diggs again with the carry. He'll be brought down near the 30 at the 29-yard line, a 4-yard gain for the running back. Brings up a 2nd and 6 for Southwest. The Eagles will be playing here tomorrow night. The Eagles looking to remain in the playoff hunt in District 29, 6A. The Longhorns will be coming in, District 36A rather. The Longhorns will be coming in tomorrow. Franco with the handoff to Diggs. He'll try to the left side of the line now, and he's brought down from behind at the 27. 28, it looks like, a loss of a yard there. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 now. All of the District 36A games in the Eagles District will be played tomorrow. You've got United South going over to Medina Valley, over to Castroville. Alexander against LBJ. The Longhorns will be facing the Eagles here at Cosville Foster. The Del Rio Rams will be off this week. They have the bye next week. We'll let Franco drop back to pass here. Rolling out to his right, he's got a man open. The pass is caught at the 27-yard line, and down the field goes the fullback, Grant Griffin. Griffin is taken out of bounds a yard shy of the first down at the 33. 5-yard gain there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and 1 from the 33 in Maverick territory, and we'll see if Southwest, it looks like for now, is keeping the offense on the field. We'll see if head coach Alex Franco elects to call a timeout as the play clock winds down. Looks like they're running their punting team on now, but there are only 3 seconds left on the play clock, and now Southwest will have to use their first timeout of the second half. 5:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Dragons are up 31-0 on the Mavericks. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
This week's Peter Piper Scholar Artist of the Week is Jacob Paloma, a senior at Susini High School. Jacob is a proud member of the Striking Silver Guard, where he currently serves as team captain. In addition to Guard, Jacob is an NHS parliamentarian and a member of the AV Club. His favorite subject is math, because no matter where we go, math is universal and always stays the same. In the future, Jacob plans to attend the University of Texas at Austin and major in biology to prepare him for his future in dermatology. Congratulations, Jacob, this week's Peter Piper Scholar Artist of the Week.
Coming back out of the timeout, the Southwest Dragons had lined up to go for it on 4th and 1. They're going to pick up the flag. There's a flag thrown right before the play. The referee says we're going to pick it up and we're going to give the Southwest Dragons a second opportunity to get a first down. Alex Franco, AJ Franco rather, under center. It's a keeper. Franco has enough for a first down to the 35. Clock will continue to wind down now as we reach 5:07 left here in the third quarter. Some scores from around Region 4 in 6A. Cedar Park Vista Ridge leading Manor 21-7. Austin Bowie leading Austin Aikens 27-0. Franco with the handoff to Diggs, who hurdles the first man that latched onto him, and then Luis Leos drags him down about a yard shy of the first down at the 44. 9-yard gain there for Diggs. Brings up a 2nd and 1. Harlan all over Taft 39-0 tonight. New Braunfels Canyon and Converse Judson tied at 7. Down in the valley, Edinburgh North and La Jolla tied at 14. Here's the pile moving on that play. All the way inside of Maverick territory as Diggs again has the carry, and he moves the pile into Maverick territory at the 47. Number 77, Gabriel Alvarez down at the bottom of that pile for the Mavericks. Bringing the ball carrier down. 1st and 10 now for the Southwest Dragons. Some scores from Region 4 in 5A Division 1, where this District 14 resides. Here's Diggs again with the carry. Bounces left, and the Maverick defense is on him after a gain of only a yard to the 46. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Handoff again to number 11, Diggs. Stopped this time by number 77, Gabriel Alvarez, and number 63, Eddie Castillo.
John Jay continues to lead Martin 21-12. Mission is beating McAllen Rowe 24-14, and Edinburgh Vela all over McAllen Memorial 49-0. Got some big college games this weekend too. Diggs is brought down for a loss of a yard at the original line of scrimmage. The 47 is going to be a 3rd and 10 for Southwest from there. LSU going into Kyle Field. Big matchup on Saturday. UT is headed into Nashville to face the giant killers of the season, Vanderbilt University. My Missouri Tigers will be headed to Tuscaloosa to face a very angry Alabama team after losing to Tennessee last week. Also, of course, the World Series starts tomorrow as the Yankees come into Chavez Ravine and Dodger Stadium for Game 1 of the World Series. Here's a catch at about the 37-yard line by Cooper Orban, and Orban takes that ball all the way inside the 30 to the 29 before being brought down. First down inside the 30 for Southwest. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Southwest up 31-0 over the Mavericks. And in this, their third possession of the second half, the Dragons, a drive that started at their own 25, now inside the 30. The handoff this time is to Dorian Moxley, and Moxley gains a couple of yards at the 27. 2nd and 8 coming up for Southwest.
Wrapped up by number 36.
Under a minute and a half left in the third. Maverick defense now, after a long game and a long third quarter. The very first play of this quarter for the Dragons was a touch by John Mills, and it was a 70-yard touchdown run. Mills has since left the game. This is Moxley with the toss. And he'll be stood up as he crosses the 25 to the 24-yard line, a gain of 3 yards there. And it's going to be a 3rd and 4. 3rd and 5 or so from the 24-yard line for the Dragons. Just about half a minute left in the third quarter. Again, a drive that started all the way back at the Southwest 25 with 6:54 left in the third. Dragons have eaten up about 6 minutes of game time here. Franco rolling to his right, looking downfield. It's nearly intercepted at about the 15-yard line by Jacob Jimenez, who stepped in front of that pass, leapt up in the air to try to bring it down, was able to get the incompletion, and now on 4th and 5. We'll see what the Dragons choose to do here from inside the Maverick 25-yard line. Ball is at the 24. Maverick defense is staying on the field. Southwest has already converted on 1 4th down in this series. Looking to do so again here from the 24. Handoff is to Moxley. Moxley turns the corner over on the left side and is able to get the first down before being brought down as he nears the 15 by Jesus Rodriguez, but it's good enough for a Southwest first down. And that will also be the last play of the third quarter. 31-0 is the Southwest lead. We'll switch sides of the field, and we'll be back with you. Ball on the 16-yard line. We're at the start of the fourth quarter. The Mavericks trailing 31-0. A.J. Franco still in the game at quarterback. The handoff is to Moxley, the deep man in the formation. Moxley gets inside the 15. The 13-yard line, a gain of 3 yards on that carry, will bring up a 2nd and 7.
Here's number 26, Dorian Moxley, stopped by number 77, Gabriel Alvarez. Picks up 3 yards. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 7.
Mavericks next week will be up in San Antonio, and then they will come back home for one final game, their homecoming game. 2 weeks from now, tomorrow, the Eagles will be here at Kozel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium to face the United Longhorns on homecoming night. Franco under center now with the triple I formation behind him. Fumbles the snap. Now will try to run with it, and he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. They'll give him a gain of a yard, it looks like, to the 12. But it's going to be a 3rd and 6. Southwest has converted on 2 4th downs on this drive. A drive that started at their own 25-yard line with 6:54 left in the third quarter. The Dragons have not given up the ball since then. Maverick defense will try to hold firm against this Southwest offense. Letting the clock tick down here to about 10.5 minutes in the game. Branco will be in the shotgun this time. Rolls left. Lets the pass go, and it is out of bounds and incomplete. It will be 4th and 6 now. From the 12-yard line, and the field goal kicking unit will come onto the field.
Field goal attempt will be by number 44, Angel Rodriguez.
This will be a 29-yard field goal attempt. They're going to set it down at the 19. Jaime Murillo will attempt his second field goal of the game. The kick is on its way, and it is no good, wide right. So again, the Maverick defense holds after a very long drive by the Southwest Dragons. It ends on a missed field goal, and the score continues to be Southwest 31, Mavericks nothing. On comes the Maverick offense now. They get this ball at the 20. Juan Cruz Jr. come in with the play call. Of course, these student athletes still have to go to class tomorrow. End their week after a hard-fought game here. Cruz Jr. in the backfield with Brian Leos. The handoff is to Leos, tries the left side of the line. It'll get stood up as he crosses the 20. He'll get 2 yards to the 22-yard line. 10:03 left.
33, Brian Leos. Stopped by number 12, Josiah Manglona.
It'll be a 2nd and 8 for the Mavericks. Ball on the far hash mark. Cruz into shotgun. 3 receivers here to the near side. 1 split out wide left. There's the snap. Quick pass to Brian Leos on the right flat. Leos tries to get north and south, but the defense is on him immediately. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage, the 22. Where it'll be a 3rd and 8. Catch reception for Brian Leos. Under 10 minutes now left in this game. With the clock winding down on a 3rd and 8. Juan Cruz Jr. in the shotgun with Brian Leos on his right. The handoff again is to Leos, who tries to get through the right side of that line. He'll get to the 24, a couple of more yards for him. But on a 4th and 6,
Kendall Owens.
the Maverick punting team will come onto the field. Ja Mills will come out to receive this punt, standing at midfield or so. Daniel Rodriguez has been called on a lot today for punting duty. He's gotten off some good ones. Kicking into a slight breeze now. That one is straight up in the air and will go out of bounds. We'll see what the official says at the 40. Southwest will start in Maverick territory at the 40-yard line with 7:54 left here in the ball game. Again, after this game, 2 more games left for the Mavericks. 1 in San Antonio, 1 here at Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Homecoming night and senior night, the last game of the season for the Mavericks, 2 weeks from tomorrow. Got a new quarterback in. Flag on the play before the snap. Number 25, Alex Rico, is the new quarterback for Southwest. Ball start that pushes the Dragons back 5 yards. They'll go to the 45. And junior backup quarterback Alex Rico will come out onto the field with 7:54 left in the ball game. The handoff is to Moxley again. Moxley finds some room in the middle of the formation, cuts up field up the near hash mark and inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. Gain of 7 yards on the carry. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8. We're winding down just under 7.5 minutes here left in the ball game at Cozio Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium. Man with the football is Kendall Owens, and Owens with a big run cuts down to the near sideline as he reaches the 10 and is out of bounds at the 9. Going to be a 1st and goal from there for Southwest. We want to congratulate the 2 state qualifiers in cross country from Eagle Pass ISD. Freshman from Eagle Pass High School. Another young man from CC Winn. Both of them headed to state in cross country. And again, we wish the Thundering Maverick Band all the best on Saturday at UIL area marching competition. Whistles before the snap with the ball at the 9-yard line. And it's a delay of game against Southwest. They didn't get that off in time. Will the play clock run out? And the ball now will be at the 14-yard line. This is a 2nd and 1 from there. It's a 1st down from there, but it should be a 1st and goal. Here is Owens again with the carry, and Owens is brought down at the line of scrimmage, the 14.
He'll slip down at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up.
And it is a 2nd and goal now from the 14 after Owens initially took his first carry inside the 10 to the 90-yard line, and then a penalty pushed the Dragons back to the 14. 6:17 left in the ball game. Southwest again with a tight formation and more movement down on the line. This inexperienced offensive line with 2nd-string players in it having trouble getting adjusted. Now the ball will go back to the 24. The 2nd and goal from there. And of course the clocks keep stopping every time there's a penalty, and it does so here with 6:14 left in the 3rd quarter. We want to thank, in the 4th quarter rather. We want to thank all of you who have joined us on our Eagle Pass Sports Central Facebook page, our Eagle Pass Sports Central YouTube channel. If you're joining us on KINL 92.7, and if you're joining us on the Eagle Pass ISD YouTube channel. Here's Conley with the carry again, or Owens rather, with the carry again, and Owens is brought down at the 18. 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line. Dragons in no particular hurry, of course, to snap this ball. They'll let the clock wind down. 5:41 for the moment, and it'll probably be another 22 seconds or so before the Dragons snap the ball in the 3rd and goal from the 18-yard line. Ball is on the far hash mark, tight formation. Alex Rico in at quarterback. Rico will hand off to Owens. And Owens is dragged down by the Maverick defense near the 19-yard line, and Owens is still down. They're going to go attend to him, and we'll use that opportunity to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And so on 4th and goal, Jaime Murillo will attempt a 34-yard field goal from the left hash. It's blocked. It's picked up by Murillo. Going to try to run with it, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. A bright spot on special teams there for the Mavericks, blocking a 34-yard field goal attempt. And recovering that, the Mavericks will take over at the 20-yard line. Actually placed the ball at the 19, which is where Murillo was brought down. Mavericks are going to take over on offense with 4:44 left in the ball game. Trailing 31-0. At this point, you're looking to finish out this game without any injuries. Want to make sure everyone gets home safely. Here's a keeper by Juan Cruz. He's got a crease at the 30, 35, 40, 45, still on his feet as he tiptoes down the near sideline and into Dragon territory at the 45. Good ball handling there by Juan Cruz. Faking the handoff to Axel Picasso and then keeping it himself. And found a beautiful crease between the slot receiver and the line. Exploited it well to get the ball all the way here to the 46-yard line. Mavericks looking to keep this ball to the end of the ball game here. Maybe put a couple of points on the board. Rojas is in motion. Ball will go to him on the sweep. Rojas looking to turn the corner over on the far side of the field. Decided not to cut upfield before then. Southwest defense is able to string him out. Bring him down for a loss of 4 yards at the 49. Clock continues to tick. 4:07 left in the ball game. And out will come Juan Cruz Jr. with the play call. Ball is in the far hash mark. Rojas will be split out wide right here to our near side with 3 receivers over to the top side. Here's a quick pass caught by Salayandia over on the far side. And Salayandia does a good job of maneuvering around and through the Southwest defense before being brought down at the 40-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the catch and carry for Salayandia. And it's going to be now a 3rd down and about 4. Ball is at the 40. just about 3 minutes left here in the ball game, and Juan Cruz will bring the offense to the line of scrimmage. The receivers here to the near side. Jonathan Salayandia split out wide to the left of the formation. Low snap. Cruz picks it up. Quarterback keeper, and Cruz is tripped up, and he'll lose a yard to the 41. It's going to be 4th and 6 from there. 4th and 5. The Maverick offense is going to stay on the field to try to convert late in this ball game. On a 4th and 5, it will be inside 2 minutes left in the game by the time they snap this football. On a 4th and 5 from the 41-yard line, the Mavericks looking to keep the football to finish this game. Here comes the blitz on the right side. Juan Cruz with the pass. It's caught at the 10-yard line and into the end zone. For the touchdown is Jonathan Salayandia. Single coverage over on the far side of the field. And a 41-yard strike for the Maverick touchdown that puts the Mavericks on the board with 1:51 left in the game. And you've got to feel good for those Maverick players that were able to get some points on the board here. 31-6 is the score for now, with the point after attempt coming up. Daniel Rodriguez with Salayandia, the man who caught that touchdown pass, the holder. Kick is on its way, and it is good. 31-7 now is the Southwest lead over the Mavericks with a minute 51 left in the ball game. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Daniel Rodriguez will kick off after that touchdown strike from Juan Cruz Jr. to Jonathan Salayandia. Puts the Mavericks on the board. 31-7 is the Dragon lead now. Rodriguez with the short kick. And it's a Maverick football as Diggs and Cooper Orban couldn't get together on fielding that ball. That worked perfectly the way the special teams coordinator drew it up. Rodriguez did a great job of kicking it short, and neither of the Dragon return men or up men could come down with it safely. And there to pick it up was Enrique Perez, the junior. And the Mavericks take over again at the 41-yard line. A minute 49 left. The Mavericks looking to make this a more respectable score before the end of the ball game. For the fans still in attendance here at Cozumel Foster Veterans Memorial Stadium, something to cheer about. Here's Rojas in motion. Cruz rolls right. There's the pass. It is caught by Salayandia at the 17-yard line. Oh, they're going to say, are they going to call this incomplete? They are. Looks like Salayandia wasn't able to get one foot down. We'll see once they confer. Looks like the lineman upfield thought it was a catch. And the field judge downfield wasn't so convinced. The officials have conferred. They're going to call that a catch for Salayandia. Inside the 20 now to the 18.
18-yard line. First down, Maverick.
Clock stops as they move the chains. The Mavericks do have all 3 of their timeouts in this half. A minute 43. Mavericks will go from the 18-yard line. Cruz with the quarterback keeper trying to turn the corner on the right side. He'll be taken out of bounds at the line of scrimmage, the 18. The clock will stop as Cruz goes out of bounds with a minute 36 showing. Second and 10, no gain on that keeper by Juan Cruz. Minute 36, the Mavericks are knocking on the door in the red zone, trying to put some more points up on the board. Cruz rolls left. There's a pass in and out of the hands of Jonathan Salayandia, the intended receiver at the 5-yard line, who had run a great route. And that pass came in just a little too hot and a little too high for him. You want to say if Salayandia had been able to bring that down, or if that pass was just a little ahead of him, Salayandia might have run into the end zone after catching that pass. 3rd and 10 from the 18. Thank you to those of you who have stuck with us in this game. Mavericks looking to make it respectable at the end. Cruz Jr. again rolls left. He's got to face the blitz. There's the pass, and it is incomplete. There's a man in the area there at about the 10-yard line, but that pressure in Cruz's face didn't allow him to throw a good pass, and so now it is 4th and 10 from the 18. Daniel Rodriguez is out onto the field. I don't know if they're going to allow him to attempt what would be a 35-yard field goal. Looks like that's precisely what they're doing. They're going to put this down on the red hash mark. A minute 22 left here in the game. And Daniel Rodriguez will attempt a 35-yard field goal. Salayandia is the holder. The kick is on its way. And it is good. A 35-yard kick to add 3 more points on the board for the Mavericks. And that makes the score Southwest 31, Mavericks 10. With a minute 16 left in the game. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. (31-10) now is the score in favor of the Dragons. Daniel Rodriguez will attempt this short kick again. This time it is fielded safely by Pablo Alvarado down here at the 32-yard line, and Southwest will take over right there. And no doubt, after a couple of kneel downs, will put an end to this game. Ball at the 32. Again, the Mavericks will be traveling to San Antonio next week. And the week after that, the final game of the season will be here against Southside. Victory formation for Southwest. Alex Rico will take the snap, take a knee down at the 26-yard line. And the Dragons will have to call one more play at least. They'll have to snap the ball at least one more time, maybe two. Tough back-to-back losses for the Mavericks against Martin in Laredo last week. And this one here against a very difficult district-leading Southwest team that hasn't lost a single game this year. They've got a lot of veterans. We heard that from the coaches, 56 players, and almost 90% of them seniors on this Southwest squad. Rico takes an knee with 30 seconds left on the clock, and there will be no need for another snap here as this game comes to an end. The final score, Southwest 31, Mavericks 10. For those of you that are joining us on the Eagle Pass ISD YouTube channel, thank you so much for being with us here. We will be right back here tomorrow for that game between the Longhorns and the Eagles. Ruben Valdez signing off.
And that'll do it for the ball game. Final score, Mavericks 10.
Good afternoon.